Okay, you're good.
Queen, royal and immaculate, educates and empowers, perfectly herself. She knows she deserves only the best quality. With her presence, people can't help but stop and stare. Queen, you do not have to apologize for your looks, your success, or even your size. Reign in your queendom unapologetically. Forget the naysayers and fabulously continue to rise. Thank you. Thank you. So, what's coming to me is completely different than what I was going to talk about. And I asked God to just let the message come through. So, based on what we have been talking about here, I'm just going to give you guys a couple of tips that, to some degree, I was already thinking about talking about. So, the first tip is awareness, self-awareness, okay? Because a lot of what we're doing and the same cycles that we keep repeating and going after the same kind of God and the same things that keep happening like a broken record is because there are some things that we have that are unresolved and we're not healing. We are not healing. We're not taking the time to look within ourselves to figure out why. Do some self-reflection and say, you know, okay, I keep ending up in this same situation year after year after year. Guess what? Guess who the common denominator is in every situation? It's you. And we have to be honest. So at some point, we have to love ourselves enough as women, as the queens that we are, to figure out, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. It's time to break the cycle, because you know what? Queens don't settle. We don't settle, honey. All of us in here are queens. You're royalty, and we don't settle. Yes. But we have to become aware of the issues that we have that may be unresolved that we need to heal, so that way there's a better outcome and we make a better decision. Okay? Okay? Because a lot of us don't have that. We didn't have that growing up. We didn't have a woman to teach us to put ourselves first. And really, we are conditioned, unfortunately, as women, we're conditioned to settle. We really are. So what I want you guys to do is to really start to put yourself first. And what I recommended in my book, in the No More Broken Records book, just little things that you guys can do to put yourself first. It doesn't have to be, you know, you spend $500 on a purse. I'm not saying that. But something small. Glass of wine, taking a bubble bath. Hello, for those of you that may have kids and you have all this stuff going on, there has to be a time where you give yourself, where you give to just yourself. A bubble bath and some wine. You can do a spa day. Take yourself out to the spa. Heck, you can even take yourself out to dinner. You don't have to have a man to do that. Take yourself out to dinner. Okay? You can travel by. I'm so serious. Absolutely. I mean, you can travel by yourself. I've said this, I've done this on my Facebook videos, and I said, you know, I understand that as women, of course we want our girlfriends. We want to travel with our girlfriends. But sometimes you just need to go by yourself. Learn to enjoy your own company. Because a lot of the issues that we're having in relationships comes from a lack of self-love, a lack of knowing who you are. And so you're looking to fill that void with things, with a person. You can't fill that with a person. It has to be your own self-love. It has to be you giving to yourself. So you have to essentially fill your tank up to fullness so you give from your overflow. 2 letters that so many women are afraid of. Say no. And there's nothing mean about that. I see it over and over and over. Like we are so afraid to say no. But Miss Dixon is giving my queens in here permission to say no. Because when you say no to those things that are taking away from you, what you're really doing is you're saying yes to yourself. And I want you guys to say yes to yourself more. And that's putting yourself first. Because you can't really give to anybody else until you give to yourself first. And that's why a lot of the issues that we're having is because we're not full. We're not full, and we're giving or trying to give from an empty space. Okay? So, no. The next time somebody asks you to do something that you honestly, you know and you cannot do, say no. Just say no. It's a whole word. Okay? No. No. And don't feel bad. We're so conditioned as women. Don't feel bad. You don't have to feel guilty about it. Because you have to take care of you. And I'm telling you, if you do not take care of you, you are not going to be of good use to anybody else. Well, spring cleaning. And yes, literally, I'm talking about spring cleaning as in, you go through your old clothes, yes, and you donate that. However, spring cleaning also includes thoughts. It includes your car. You will be very surprised how many people drive around in a very nasty car, a very dirty car. Oh yeah. Okay? How you do anything is how you do everything. And your outer world, this physical everything you see here, is a reflection of your inner world. So if you're driving around in your car and you've got nasty trash and banana peel, and you've got those, what do they call them, like slugs that eat the food, that tend to come on the old food? No, I'm being honest. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah. In a car. No, yes. I've seen it. I'm telling you. You're talking maggots? Yes. Honey. Honey. Oh my God. Trash powder. Oh my God. It's nasty. So, okay. But cleaning house. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. What does that say? What is my thing? My question to you is, what is going on with you that would think that that's okay and acceptable to keep your car in that type of space? What's going on with you? Okay, everything we're talking about here is always coming back to what is going on within us. What's really going on with us? Where is our self-love? How are we taking care of ourselves? What would make you drive around with a nasty car like that? Okay, well, wait, let's get on to the house. Let's get on over to the house. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm just saying, your house is supposed to be a place where, my God, you come home, and this is your sacred space, a place you want to be. When you walk in the door, you should feel like the queen is home. Exactly. The queen is home. Okay? You walk into your house, you got trash piled up here, clothes laying around everywhere. It stinks. What's going on? Dirty dishes piled up in the sink. What's going on, queens? What's going on? There are people that are hoarders. What is really going on internally? That again, that would make you think that is okay. What does that say about your self-love? What does that say about you? How do you perceive yourself? Where is your level of confidence in your own self-respect and self-love when you are living in a space like that? Also, what are you listening to? Are you listening to sad, depressing music all the time? Or are you listening to trap music? I'm just saying. Are you listening to trap music all the time? But what we listen to also affects us. So if you're constantly taking in sad, depressing music, or you're taking in the music that has to do with a woman being a mistress all the time. What is it? Bust it, baby. It's allowed. Bust it. Right? All that type of music that speaks to being a mistress. What do you think you're going to manifest? If that's all you constantly take in all the time. I'm not talking about once in a blue moon, because we all like our trap music once in a while. But on a regular, consistent basis, what are you listening to? What are you taking in? What are you feeding your mind? Okay, cleaning out. This is cleaning house. These are cleaning house tips. Because what is going on in here is going to manifest out here. And if that's all you're listening to about being a mistress, what you think you're going to probably turn into?
Mistress.
You got it. You got it. Okay? That's right. And so, last thing is